Jenna Ortega, the rising star of Netflix's Tim Burton hit Wednesday, is making headlines at the Marrakesh Film Festival, not for a performance, but for her historic role as the youngest ever jury member. At just 23, Ortega joins a distinguished panel of cinematic heavyweights, including Bong Joon-ho, the Cannes Palme d'Or and Oscar-winning director of Parasite. Yet despite the decades of experience surrounding her, Ortega exudes calm and confidence. Asked whether she feels the pressure of judging alongside such celebrated filmmakers, she laughed off the notion of intimidation. "I'm not intimidated because I think I'm so overwhelmed with gratitude," she said. "It would be a shame to come into this experience and be weighed down by some external pressure." Her presence signals a new generation stepping into spaces once dominated by veteran voices. The Marrakesh Film Festival jury is a veritable powerhouse. Alongside Ortega, it includes Palme d'Or winner Julia Ducournau, Oscar nominee Celine Song, Berlinale Best Actor awardee Payman Mahdi, and stars like Anya Taylor-Joy. Respected directors Karim Ainuz and Hakeem Bellabès complete the panel. Together, they are tasked with evaluating 14 first and second films, including Akinola Davies Jr.'s My Father's Shadow, Zamo Mkwanazi's apartheid-era drama Laundry, Morad Mustafa's Aisha Can't Fly Away, and Erige Sahiri's Promised Sky. Ortega describes the dynamic as collaborative rather than competitive. "At the end of the day, we're all on the same team. We're here to have a discussion about film, an honest discussion," she says. Her candid approach is refreshing, reflecting both respect for her colleagues and a determination to remain fully present in each conversation. Ortega's rise to this prestigious position is not just a testament to her talent, but also to her thoughtful engagement with cinema's evolving landscape. During the jury press conference, she addressed a topic on the minds of many in the industry: artificial intelligence. Ortega admitted to feeling apprehensive about AI's potential impact on filmmaking. "It feels like a Pandora's box has been opened," she said, acknowledging the challenges this technology poses for creativity and artistry. Her reflections were informed in part by her recent work in Taika Waititi's adaptation of Kazuo Ishiguro's Clara and the Sun, a story exploring a solar-powered AI companion for a terminally ill teenager. For Ortega, the role brought abstract debates into a tangible, emotional context. "Almost the most humane character is the robot," Ortega noted, highlighting the irony and ethical questions that arise as AI becomes more integrated into storytelling. Yet, she maintains a grounded perspective, insisting that the fear surrounding technology cannot dictate her choices as a juror. "I try not to let that influence or intimidate me in any way, shape, or form," she said. Her approach is to confront challenges head-on, staying present and honest. This mindset mirrors her professional journey. Ortega has consistently embraced complex roles and public responsibilities, balancing youthful energy with maturity. At Marrakesh, she represents both a new generation of talent and a reflective, inquisitive voice in a dialogue about the future of cinema. Ortega's participation at the Marrakesh Film Festival goes beyond simply evaluating films. She has become an active voice in discussions about cinema's evolution, particularly in the context of emerging technologies. Her concern for AI's influence on storytelling highlights a generational awareness often absent in traditional festival settings. Yet she balances caution with optimism. "The only way to deal with these hardships is to face them forward and not turn away," she said, emphasizing resilience and openness. Her comments resonate widely, reflecting not just a juror's responsibility, but a thoughtful consideration of the industry's future trajectory in the face of rapid technological advancement. Being the youngest member on such a prominent jury, Ortega has approached her role with humility and attentiveness. She has studied the works of her fellow jurors, expressing admiration for directors she once idolized from afar. "Obviously, I have the utmost respect and have looked up to so many of these directors and filmmakers for such a long time," she explained. Yet, She stresses that respect does not equate to self-doubt. Ortega's presence on the panel is not symbolic. It is meaningful. Her contributions in deliberations reflect her own insights and experiences, proving that age, while notable, does not define the authority of one's voice in evaluating artistic expression. The films under review at Marrakesh this year are diverse and ambitious, spanning themes of identity, historical memory, and personal struggle. Ortega has commented on the richness of the festival lineup, highlighting the challenge of balancing personal tastes with collective jury decisions. "It's very hard for me to put up a front," she admits, signaling her commitment to authenticity. This honesty fosters productive dialogue with fellow jurors and ensures that each film receives nuanced consideration. By approaching her role with both integrity and curiosity, Ortega demonstrates that emerging talents can offer valuable perspectives alongside established voices, shaping the evaluation process with fresh insight. Ortega's dual focus, celebrating film while contemplating its future, underscores her maturity beyond her years. The juxtaposition of historic festival prestige with contemporary questions about technology and creativity gives her position a unique resonance. Her willingness to speak candidly about AI and the ethical implications raised in Clara and the Sun positions her as a thoughtful participant in larger industry conversations. The combination of respect for tradition and critical engagement with emerging trends makes Ortega not only a compelling jury member, but also a representative of a generation redefining what it means to contribute meaningfully to cinema at the highest levels. As the Marrakesh Film Festival continues, all eyes remain on Ortega, not as a star in front of the camera, but as a discerning juror shaping cinematic recognition. Her remarks, reflections, and active participation highlight a rare blend of youthful energy, professional integrity, and analytical insight. In her own words, Ortega's approach is simple yet powerful. "More than anything, I just want to be as present as possible." In embracing her historic role without intimidation, she demonstrates that influence in cinema comes not from age, but from awareness, honesty, and engagement. For a 23-year-old navigating this elite environment, Ortega is proving that confidence rooted in gratitude can leave a lasting mark on the world of film. Jenna Ortega, the rising star of Netflix's Tim Burton hit Wednesday, is making headlines at the Marrakesh Film Festival, not for a performance, but for her historic role as the youngest ever jury member. At just 20